Hello, and welcome back to Rosewater. Don't speak too loudly, otherwise the captain will wake up.
Howdy, howdy, howdy. I'm a little concerned, actually. Jokes aside.
Yes, okay. Jokes aside, I have thought about this. I figured out how to get the keys.
Have you?
Yes. However, it's a terrible plan.
Maybe we shouldn't do it then.
I don't have any other plans. The plan involves using the fireplace poker to scoop them up from above his head.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, I mean, he's gonna wake up and we're going to look like we're about to murder him.
Huh? Really should just not have
I shouldn't be
asked.
snooping around.
We really should have just been like, no, Jake, you deal with it.
Yeah. There's gotta be better ways to do this, so...
The captain still has some old country pride. I can just hear Joni. A quill and ink, how charming!
Maybe don't say that so loud.
No mirror. I guess Captain Boylan doesn't do much preening here. Better not. Don't want to risk waking him. The storm has eased up some.
Just walking about.
The storm is... They'd better make sure to be quiet. A set of keys. One of them must unlock the cellar. They're right over Captain Boylan's head. I can't reach for them without disturbing him.
Okay, but like, you reaching them would be quieter than taking the fucking...
Yeah.
An old oak wardrobe.
Okay, but like...
This is a terrible idea.
This is. But I have no other options at the moment.
Got him.
Oh. Maybe it's fine.
It's fine, just leave. Hurry and leave.
Okay. I was expecting, like, him to wake up, think we're trying to murder him, and then, like, go all insane captain on us.
Yeah.
Captain Boylan's keys. One of these must unlock the cellar.
This is where we find out these keys don't actually affect any rooms in the house and are instead connected to, like, the old ship.
Yeah. And you find out that the
Jake,
captain's
Phil,
actually
I
fucked.
got it.
Like, you know, like there's bodies
Nice
down
work,
there or
Harley.
some shit.
Now let's go
Yeah.
get that rum.
I cannot see a thing down here.
How about we light that wall lamp?
Much better.
Now,
Okay,
about
so
that
far
rum.
not too terrible.
What was that?
Sounded like the captain's voice. Come on.
Their eyes bugging out.
I sound
Hearing the screaming.
You heard it too, huh?
Yes, it came from upstairs, I think.
It sounded like Captain Boylan, but aren't his quarters on this floor?
I thought the same.
Perhaps we
That's
should go see if
weird.
he's all right.
Yep, you and Miss Redbird check the spare room. Danny and I'll check the bedroom. Harley, you look in the captain's quarters. We ain't got time to lose.
I sadly missed the bug eyes because it was behind the microphone.
Ah, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
The captain.
Captain?
Well,
Odd. Captain Boylan's not here. Where could he have gone?
What is going on? Yeah,
Captain?
open that. See if he's in the wardrobe.
Captain.
Not. There's
An old oak
nothing in
wardrobe.
here.
Can't really see anything in here. Looks like a sea bunk. Guess old habits die hard.
You think the captain's in his desk?
I never know.
There's an old book in here. A journal. Better take it.
Ah. Let us. let us read his personal diary.
February 9th, 1850. Clark, I have a business proposal.
Clark?
Relinquish that dusty
What?
laboratory in the middle of nowhere.
Wait.
Certain
I clicked on the
You will
journal,
be furnished
though.
with the comforts owing to a
That
man of
can't-
your
yeah,
intellect
it
and
has-
accomplishment. Need
No,
have
it
any
has-
I
You
must
have
have
to-
clicked
you
on
must
the
have
wrong
clicked the
thing.
letter.
I must have
Security
clicked the
storage
letter.
in the room.
You must have accidentally
One of
clicked the
the
letter.
aforementioned perks.
Yeah,
Okay.
you clicked
There's
the
not
letter.
much in here. I guess Captain Boylan didn't care much for writing. Here's an interesting passage.
Fisher landed another whale today on his first shot. I asked him how he managed it. Turns out he's been tying his wife's kerchief to the harpoon handle. Swears it brings luck and improves his aim. Ah, to be young and in love.
I'm not sure that was of interest yet, but okay, Harley.
Okay, maybe it'll come up.
Maybe it'll come up, yeah. Hey, are
Captain,
you in the
are you-
I
cabinet?
shouldn't be snooping around.
Never mind. Rejoin with the others?
I guess.
The others are looking upstairs. I need.
Okay.
Okay, we'll go check the captain's quarters again.
Didn't we look at everything?
I mean, I can go physically look at
Captain
everything
still has
again.
some old country pride.
Take his
The
inkwell.
captain won't miss this for now.
I guess you never know.
Captain, are you in
Well
the pantry?
stocked, but not with anything I need.
Now may we go upstairs?
The others are looking upstairs.
Hey, what's that over
I-
there? Oh wait,
Over what?
that's just this. This is the study, right?
Captain Boylan's.
Yes, that's
Okay,
the library.
That's the library.
What do you want from me, Harley? I can light
Oh wait,
a
I
match.
guess. But there's nothing
It's not
in there.
particularly dark.
Unless there's something in there like a secret passage.
Hang on. What's this? There's a small switch in the back.
Okay.
That's what she wanted us to see. She had hinted
Well,
towards
I'll
it
be
by saying
damned.
it was too dark. Okay.
Okay. Secret passage. Oh.
What are you doing up here, Captain?
You're still breathing, thank God. Hang on, I'll get help.
Captain?
He appears to be fine physically, but he seems to be in some sort of trance.
A trance? How do you mean?
His eyes are open, but he's not really awake. He's gone within himself. I've seen people do this voluntarily, to meditate or relive certain memories, but Captain Boylan seems trapped.
Is there anything we can do?
I'm not entirely sure. Did he say anything when you found him, Harley?
Not a word.
I'm at a loss. Something brought this on, but what?
I mean, couldn't be us stealing the keys, I would assume.
Obviously, us stealing the keys caused him to have a traumatic PTSD episode.
Maybe. I feel like that's unlikely, but...
It's unlikely to be, like, food or drink, you know? Why'd he come to this hidden room?
Could it have something to do with this room? If he went to the trouble of building a secret passage, it must have some significance to him.
That's a very good point. I would say this place is a sanctuary.
But from what? The man lives alone in the desert already. What's he need a secret sanctuary for?
Look, on the wall there.
It's a picture or a painting?
Yeah. Of, like, the crew, maybe?
It's a sketch of Captain
Yeah.
Boylan with 5 other men. His crew, maybe? There's a
That's
signature.
what I assume.
A. Kranich.
Kranich. God forgive me.
Captain, can you hear me?
The dome. The dome!
What doom?
The Doom Captain?
What do you mean?
I came from nowhere. I ought to have taken heed. I ought to have let it take me.
Captain. Captain?
Okay, well,
He's unresponsive again.
A
he-
traumatic, post-traumatic stress episode might be on the nose. Might be
yeah.
reliving some part of his past. Should I say that name again?
How?
Should I try repeating that name? See if he speaks again?
Perhaps not. Without knowing
Yeah.
what's happening, we don't know how it would affect him.
I think I have an idea.
Yes?
That chair, the way it's positioned, facing that sketch. this room being hidden, I think something happened to those men. Something bad. And I think the captain blames himself for it. He probably comes in here to punish himself.
Oh, how you figure that?
Because, well, call it a hunch.
He knows
I
a
don't
thing or two
know.
about that.
Seems
Yeah.
kind of far-fetched, don't it?
Not entirely. I've read some of the new theories about the study of the mind. A particularly traumatic event may have shaken Captain Boylan's sanity.
So, he has gone mad?
Yes, but he may not be beyond help. We could try to reach him. I could try a form of hypnosis.
Oh, sure. That's where you get him to cluck like a chicken, right?
Not at all. It means he would be calmed and put into a receptive state. Then we could speak directly with his unconscious mind. But to have the best chance, we would have to recreate the environment he's experiencing as accurately as possible.
You want us all to dress up like sailors?
Okay, a bunch of cowboys certainly can dress up as a bunch of sailors. It's not the weirdest thing we've found.
It may be the weirdest thing we've done, though.
Recreate the environment? Just how do you propose we do that?
We must each take on a role.
Oh, you mean like play acting?
Something like
Jake
that.
can do
if we
that.
can each convincingly assume the identities of the men in that sketch, the captain may feel they are truly here with him. His fantasy will become clear, and we'll be able to guide him through and out of it.
Sounds just crazy enough to work.
But we know nothing about these men, aside from what they look like.
Which means we need to find out more. The more
Time to
details
do
we
some
have, the better.
Then let's put
I
this
guess
show
that
together.
little
Harley,
snippet
you're
will
good
be
at finding
helpful.
things.
Yeah.
See if Captain Boylan had a diary or something.
All right, I'm on it.
Way ahead of you, Jake. I've already
So-
read it.
Jake, I got a diary for you.
What's this, a journal?
Captain Boylan's personal one.
I see. Well, I'll let you pore over it for any pertinent information.
Okay, presumably you've already read it, so,
Yeah.
you know.
Hey, anyone else have any
I
thoughts?
do not think we have the time to be reading books just now.
Phil.
Unfortunately, I haven't got time to read the captain's journal right now.
None of you are doing anything. It's fine. I read it, you can read it.
I'm not in the mood to read journals right now.
Okay, well, we have read the journal.
Yeah.
We know that there was a person in it.
There's not much
That-
in here. Here's an
Fisher landed another whale
Fisher.
today on his first shot.
Fisher
Turns
had
out he's been
the
tying his wife's
harpoon with
kerchief
a
to the harpoon.
kerchief tied on it.
Yeah.
There's a pause button. Did you know that?
No?
Surprise.
Not sure it's entirely pertinent. I don't think the, game state will continue without you.
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't.
Storm seems to be passing. That's
Okay.
Captain Boylan on the left. The 5 other men must be his crew, but I have no idea who any of them are.
Okay, so Boyland, you're Fisher because you
So,
have the harpoon.
Yeah.
You have one of those things from
Oh,
downstairs.
Yeah, one of those.
You got a telescope, which we can get.
That person's got a hat.
Yeah,
Although
we got
maybe
a
we can
hat.
learn more about them.
I think there's a pile of clothes that had a hat.
Yeah.
So we might be
Boylan set
able-
up a sort of shrine from the look of it.
Might be able to get an outfit for someone to wear.
Yeah.
There's gotta be something we can do for him.
Should I try talking to people or just go
I think-
gather stuff?
I think you could just go gather stuff. I
Okay.
think we have a couple ideas as to where we might find some good supplies.
Yeah.
Not much inside. There is a folded up piece of paper. Seems to be a recipe for sea biscuits. There's a note. Your favorites. Told you they were simple to make. Perhaps someday you can whip some up for me. It's initialed GOM.
Okay, so, there was a guy with an apron, so maybe, they were a chef.
Yeah. Okay, so we might be able to make some sea biscuits. Let's just grab
Take
that
that
harpoon.
Yeah.
Can't reach it from down here.
Can you use the fire poker?
Yeah.
I could reach it with the poker and knock it down, but it's liable to impale me. I'd better find a safer way.
So we have to
Okay.
find something to, you know, maybe like a chair or something we can drag over.
Yeah.
I know this same shape. I
Such
don't.
an intricate design.
Yeah. Okay. I
Yeah,
think
you'll
it's
have
one
to
of the
grab
ones
one
upstairs.
Yeah. Watch it ask us to pick one.
It had like a whale shape, I think.
Sounds about right. Oh yeah, we hadn't gone down here. Anything of interest? Anything we can use?
Hey, there's a step stool.
This crate's been emptied.
Oh yeah, you're right. There is a step stool.
Crate chock full of rum bottles. Probably full of more rum.
Boy, I'm glad that Captain Boylan is just a nice captain and not like a secret cannibal or something.
Yeah, I know,
No
right?
rum in
Just
here,
got,
surprisingly.
problems,
Another
Understandable
unlit lamp.
problems. Can we light that one? Yeah. There we go.
There we are.
And
Enough
Enough
that
rum to last a lifetime. Or an evening.
yeah, that unlocks more map.
An old navigational chart.
Yeah.
It doesn't appear that there's much more.
It might come in handy later.
Yeah. Okay, we know that there is a list of like journals and like reference guides in here.
Oh, is there?
It's one of these
shelves
shelves.
are full of ship's logbooks.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
To be honest, that's
shelves are
fair.
These shelves.
Okay, so that's just all the logbooks then. Let's pop. Oh wait. We should. And we'll get on our way back down.
We'll get it, yeah. Okay. A whale, right? You
whale.
said it was a whale.
I'm pretty sure it was a whale.
Well, we'll check next time we're downstairs. Oh,
Pilot
telescope.
logos. And telescope, yeah.
I'll take this hat.
What a
Exactly,
spiffy
and
little
only
hat.
the
Musty
hat.
smell.
And only the hat. Nothing else.
Yoink.
Looks like a navigational chart. I'll take it with me.
Okay,
All
maybe
right.
we might be able to use this now?
There's a path drawn around an island that says Detour. The name of the island's been crossed out.
Okay, so that's some more information. We can check the big map downstairs.
Yeah. Maybe they took a detour and it ended up costing everyone their lives.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
There's an empty bottle and a note in here. I'll take the note.
Okay, note. Read.
Captain Boylan, I recommend taking 1 nitroglycerin tablet per day and avoiding overexcitement.
Oh
Dr.
boy.
Francois.
Okay, so it was like, us having a whole little party there.
Yeah, we gave him too much excitement.
It's in surprisingly good shape for being so old. It's been carved with a whale design. Heavy. It's pure brass.
Okay.
Evocative scene.
Okay, there's a box here we can check.
Spare linens and an old sketch. A sketch of a ship, the Derwent. There's a note. Captain Boylan, looking forward to our first voyage together. Signed A. Cranach. Cranach? That's the same name on the sketch in the attic. So the Derwent must be the ship I'm looking for.
The Derwent. Is this the Derwent by
Black
chance?
says the Corunna. Oh, that's
No.
interesting. There's a little model sailor
Okay,
that
so
looks
he's
kind of like
captained
Captain Boylan.
multiple
And
ships
that other
then.
one there
Yeah.
looks like one of the men in the attic sketch. I need to figure out exactly who it is.
Okay, interesting.
Okay, we're kind of building out some of his history here.
Yeah. Let's get our step stool. Okay, while we're here, navigational chart. We're in full puzzle mode.
These two charts show the same land masses. The island crossed out on my chart is called Hastrum Scary.
Hastrum Scary.
Ah, here we are. The logbook for the Derwent.
Perfect.
Okay.
The Derwent sailed out of El Presidio in 1830. Listed crew is Captain Philip Boylan, First Mate Michael Benelli, Navigator Karenga Payo, Harpooner Jalal Fisher, Dr. Jonas Francois, Cook George O'Malley, and Alfred Cranach, Profession Unlisted.
Alfred Cranach's profession was
Derwent-
unlisted. That's interesting. I see what you're using. Now see.
Okay, so Harpooner was Jalal Fisher. We have First Mate Benelli, Navigator Payo, Dr. Francois.
Cook is George O'Malley, which would be G-O-M. That's,
And obviously Cranach.
Cranach, we don't know what they did.
Okay, but we can obviously assign, like, the navigator would have the telescope.
Yeah.
It's almost certainly him. Hang on, guys, gotta go look at
That's
a
Captain
picture.
Boylan on the left.
Oh yeah, that's
According
a
to the ship's log,
whale.
these other men are Harpooner Jalal Fisher, Cook George O'Malley, Dr. Jonas Francois, First Mate Michael Benelli, and Navigator Karenga Payo.
Boylan, Fisher, O'Malley, Francois is the doctor, and you're the one with the book and the... Yeah, it's definitely a whale.
Yeah.
First Mate is the one in the hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, the navigator is, of course, the one with the telescope.
Cranach might have been an artist.
Yeah, Cranach's definitely the
ship's
artist.
log,
So
these other men are Harpooner Jalal Fisher, Cook George O'Malley, Dr. Jonas Francois, First Mate Michael Benelli, and Navigator Karenga Payo.
So presumably we need to assemble, like, us into the people on the painting.
Yeah.
Or the drawing, the sketch.
Oh, Nadine should be the doctor, right?
Yeah.
Because she's already got doctoring experience. So it would be kind of a natural fit.
We ought to find out who those men in the sketch are before amassing a collection of trinkets.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, we have figured that out.
I hope we're able to help the cap.
Maybe we don't have everything
That's
yet.
possible. Maybe we need to figure out what Cranach was, which, again, I'm 90% sure artist, just because of the signature.
We also need to make some sea biscuits,
For an old
perhaps.
sea
Hell
captain,
yeah.
Boylan's got
Can we make sea biscuits?
well stocked, but
Try selecting the recipe and then, like, the, like, pantry or the stove.
Yeah.
Captain Boylan,
That's, the recipe was in here, though.
Was it?
not much inside. There is a folded up piece of paper. Seems to be a recipe for
But she didn't
sea
take it out.
Okay, so
There's
that's
a
not
note.
part of it,
Your
then.
favorites. Told you they were simple to make. Its initial.
Okay.
Okay. Mind if I look around?
Yeah.
Let's use the tooth.
It might not be selectable.
Nope.
Okay, that's not what we need to do. Good to know.
We were in the middle of the desert, but it feels like we could be at sea.
Really does.
By the way, found out that there is apparently an achievement that
Yeah.
we missed.
What's that?
When you click Gentum Jug the first time, Phil will say that 5 times fast. And if you then click it like 4 more times, you get an achievement.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love that shit.
Yeah, I thought that was a really funny thing to find
Port of
out.
Gasca. This is the water closet.
But is there anything in the water closet?
This water closet is free of clues.
Wonder how Lola's doing out there.
Great question. It would be nice to go ask her, but...
Hey Lola, can we have a hand? Nope.
That's hilarious, no.
The plaque says the Corona. Oh, that's interesting. There's a little model sailor that looks kind of like Captain Boylan. And that looks like First Mate Benelli.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Shipmates.
Okay.
So we got more information from that.
This seems like a sound recommendation for heart trouble.
Thank you. Thank you, Nadine. Insightful as always.
Oh, she hasn't written in her journal since the dinner.
Nope.
Which is pretty realistic.
Yeah.
I gotta give it that. Probably wouldn't have written anything down. Too busy hanging out with friends and all this shit happened.
Can I convince you, Harley, to cook? No.
No. It's gonna seem so obvious.
I have the option to close the drawer.
Oh. That's nice.
Why, though? Why only this drawer?
Let me know when you found something that might tell us who those
Shakes.
We ought to find out.
Gentleman Jake, you're driving me
Found the
nuts.
ship's log for the crew
Okay.
in the sketch.
Oh, that's what we
Nicely
need
done.
to do.
Let's have a look. Alright, so we've got a first mate, navigator, harpooner, doctor, cook, and artist. We can probably leave that last one out.
Okay, so Danny can be the cook, Nadine the doctor, Phil the harpooner, you can be the navigator, and I'll be the first mate.
Oh, don't you think I ought to be the first mate?
Does it really matter?
Reckon not. Right, now all we need are some props.
Props?
Sure, for authenticity. Have another look at the sketch.
I guess we got ahead of ourselves and we needed to talk to Jake.
Our number one
Each of
problem,
the
getting
crew
ahead
is
of
either
ourselves.
wearing or holding something unique.
Jake's right. If we each have the appropriate item, it will increase our chances of convincing the captain that we are his former crew. I'd also suggest trying to learn at least one personal detail about each one, just in case.
Okay, I'll have a look around.
Bring me any items you find.
And let me know when you're ready to begin the performance.
This is a lot to keep track of. I'd better make a list.
We got ahead of the game by
Yeah.
a bit. Oh boy.
Okay, you physically wrote a list. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I didn't even notice that Francois was the one that prescribed the medication.
Oh, wait, okay.
Captain Boylan.
Yeah, Dr.
Recommend
Francois.
taking one night.
Oh, fuck.
Wow. Completely missed that. Okay, but...
Okay. We know what each prop should go to.
Yeah.
Unless we have to select each one. Try selecting one of the props and hit look at.
Oh, hey, hit look at.
It's been carved with a whale design.
Okay, maybe...
Here's a carved whale tooth for Dr.
Okay, that's what we need
Francois.
to do.
This one's you, Miss Redbird.
A spyglass for Navigator Pio.
Great.
Here, this is the hat First Mate Benelli wore.
Perfect. I'll hang on to it.
And we don't have a handkerchief. But...
Harpoon itself might work.
Here's a harpoon
Yeah.
for Mr. Fisher.
All right, this one's yours, Phil.
I do hope this works.
So... Sea biscuits is,
Yeah.
Okay, but we don't have a... Is the prop going to be sea biscuits? Can we make sea biscuits now?
Are we allowed to make sea biscuits now?
Your favorite. It's initialed GOM. For an old sea captain, Boylan's
Can you try the match thing again?
No.
No. Okay.
to the ship's
An
log.
apron, maybe?
These other
Yeah,
men
is there
are
aprons
harpooner
laying
Jalal
there?
Not
Fisher,
that I've
cook
seen.
George O'Malley.
Wait, tattoo. We can give someone a fake tattoo.
That makes sense. That's why the
Found
ink and
this
quill.
inkwell and quill. Should work for drawing O'Malley's tattoo on Danny.
Right. I'll hold on to this thing until it's time. Nice work, Harley. I think we got all the props we need.
Is everything
Okay.
ready to go? Keep in mind, we'll likely only get one chance at this.
I think we got everything.
Yeah.
I think so. I've found everything I can.
Excellent. Let's gather everything together and get started. I'll begin. Then we can each say who we are. Captain Boylan, hear the voices of your former crew.
Me crew?
Go ahead, Harley. You start.
First Mate Michael Vanelli reporting for duty, Captain Boylan.
Okay, ominous lightning.
Can it be?
Captain Boylan, it's Karenga Payo, your navigator.
Payo!
Oh, I didn't notice that they were changing.
Captain Boylan, it's me, George O'Malley. Supper is almost
Danny
ready.
is not an actor.
No, he's not.
Yes, I can smell it. Delicious.
Captain Boylan, I am Jalal Fisher, harpooner.
Of course, Fisher! I knew ye'd made it.
And I am Dr. Jonas Francois.
Doc! Oh, Doc, how I've needed ye. Me crew? Can it be?
Yes, Captain. We've come to speak with you.
But you're not some devils sent to trick me?
We are not, I assure you.
Prove it then, Benelli. If it's truly yourself, tell me the name of the ship we served on before the Derwent.
The Corona.
Yeah.
How could I forget the Corona?
Aye, an unforgettable ship she was. Ah, Michael. I don't know how it'd be possible, but it's good you're back. Payo!
Aye, Captain.
Remind me of the course correction ye made this morning.
Scary?
Yeah, we're sailing around Hestrom Scary.
We're going around Hostrom Scary.
That's right. I remember now. Fine work, Payo. That'll surely save us some time. Fisher, have ye your harpoon at the ready?
Aye, sir.
And your aim will be true?
Yeah, wife's kerchief.
Yes, I have my wife's lucky kerchief tied to the handle.
Ah, good. Then our hunt is sure to succeed. O'Malley?
Sir?
I believe I know that delicious scent. But remind me what it is you're making.
Danny is not being paid enough for this shit.
Oh, why, your favorite, of course. Sea biscuits.
As I suspected, I can hardly wait for a taste.
Captain, I recommend you take it easy.
Why is that, Dr. Francois?
You have liver now. You have a weak heart.
I don't want you to put any stress on your heart. Have you been taking your nitroglycerin tablets?
I have. I think I have. I can't believe what I'm seeing and hearing, but y'all are really here. But how can this be? I saw y'all dragged under. I can't make sense of this.
Perhaps you still can. Tell us what you remember.
20 years ago, the Derwent left El Presidio on the hunt for whales. We'd been out for months, with almost naught to show for it. A wretched haul and wretched pay. Benelli came to me, saying the crew was getting agitated, yearning for home. Forgive me, Benelli. I ought to have listened to you. After the third time you tried to speak sense, I tossed you in the brig for insubordination. One more, I said. We'll not turn for home before we bring in one more whale. Payo and Fisher, at least, were keen. I saw the signs, but didn't want to believe them. Didn't want to turn back. But there was a devil of a storm brewing, and he brought us down. Poor Benelli, locked in the brig, to drown like a rat. And the rest of you didn't stand a chance once the ship turned over. Brave, brave Fisher. You saved me life when it ought to have been me what went down with the Derwent. Ah, lads, that night's been eating away at me for 20 years. How I wish I could go back. How I wish I could make things right.
We forgive you, or you can't change the past, but you can learn to live with it.
Ah, it's gotta be one of those two.
It's definitely not you should feel guilty.
Yeah, no. You think he'll respond well to forgiving him, or do you think he'll freak out?
I don't know.
It really depends on what he needs to hear, right?
Yeah. What do you think?
You can't change the past.
Okay.
But you can't. The past is the past, and what's done is done. The best you can do is learn to accept and live with it.
But how? You 5 brave men died because of me.
Yet you were given a second chance. You can tell our story. Make sure we're never forgotten. Honor our memory.
It won't ever stop hurting. But you can take the pain and turn it into something good.
I suppose you're right. I swear I'll do right by all of ye. Thank ye. You've given me a moment of peace. I hope to God you've found it as well. Oh, I am weary.
Think it
Okay,
worked?
I hope so. Come.
I think it
We should
helped.
get some sleep. And let's refrain from mentioning this to the captain in the morning.
We just gonna leave him there?
Exorcise the demons.
Appreciate
Yeah,
your
we helped
hospitality,
him.
Captain.
Think nothing of it. I hope you all slept well.
Very much so.
Yeah.
Best sleep I've had in years.
I'm glad to hear it.
Ye said you were headed to El Presidio?
That's right.
Then I wonder if I might trouble ye for a small favour. I've a letter needs delivering. Could I entrust it to ye?
Of course.
My thanks. I'd
How
also
many
like
people
to
are going
leave
to give
ye
us
with a couple
letters
of
to
minutes
deliver?
for
Coming,
being so quick to
right mail.
volunteer and help out. Mr. Luo and Miss Redbird, please, take this bottle of Barbadian rum. Perhaps ye might split it between ye. Makes dull work go faster.
Oh, thanks. That's very kind.
And for you, Miss Leger, this tea caddy.
Oh.
I carved the inlay myself.
It's
Oh,
beautiful.
really? It's very pretty.
Best of luck on your journey. And if ye ever pass this way again, feel free to knock on me door.
Thanks, Captain, we will.
Our stay at Captain Boylan's farmhouse was anything but dull. I can't
Yeah,
say
you
for
say that
sure
again.
whether we truly helped him for good and all. But he seemed himself again when he saw us off this morning. I do believe he was truly lonely in his self-imposed exile and grateful for even the brief company we offered. After traveling half the day, we've stopped for a brief rest, and Nadine has asked me to accompany her on an excursion into the desert. For what purpose, I shall soon learn.
Thank you for accompanying me, Harley.
Not a problem. What are we doing, exactly?
Since we're passing through this area, I thought this would be the perfect chance to gather some medicinal herbs for my kit. There are a number
Sounds
of
great.
plants with useful
Yeah.
properties that are likely to grow around here.
Okay. What are we looking for?
To start, we should find some gumweed. I already spotted some from the wagon earlier. You'll recognize it by the bright yellow flowers and serrated leaves. I'll search further this way. Call out when you've got some.
Alright. That'll be for next time. I
Yes,
assume.
that will be for next time.
Alright, gonna pluck some herbs with Nadine. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And we helped out the captain, which is great.
I can't help but notice that you have not, you have not given us a way of noting what gumweed looks
You want to
like.
write that down so we don't forget? It was yellow with serrated leaves.
Yellow.
Yellow flower, serrated leaves. I think. Either that or it was yellow with serrated leaves. One or the other.
Anyway, but I'll obviously check it in the, editing and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed. We will have to stop there, though.
Yes.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Hope you have fun.